ICM 1/35th scale half-track ambulance. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. And if you're new here, it's good to have you with us. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please like and subscribe so you can see what else we're doing. So I always feel this bit it's a bit like putting your spade in the ground when you're building a house. So I always show you cutting the first bit out of the sprue. We start this build with the hull. So that's the main plate, and then just the rest of the pieces from the first section of the instructions. The sidewalls go on next. They all go on. It all fits together really well. It's quite a boring video, really, because it all just seems to work, which is what you come to expect from ICM. I really like their way their kits are made. All just goes together really nicely. I did have a few issues, but I'll come to them in a minute. But on the whole, it's pretty good. So I've skipped on a bit. Now the assembly for the front suspension and the front bumpers are going on. These are just some support struts for the front mud guards. Right, onto the engine. Now, this is where I had the issues, and it was completely my fault, and because it was my fault, I've left it in for you all to laugh at. But I just couldn't get the rocker cover to fit. Just couldn't get it to line up, couldn't get it to fit, and you'll see that this took me quite a while, and if anyone spots it, let me know down in the comments if you get it before I do. So has anyone seen it yet? It's pretty obvious if you follow the instructions that the engine sump goes on the other side and the rocker cover goes where the sump is currently. Anyway, there it is rectified. That's the rest of the engine put together. Once you follow the instructions, it all goes together really nicely. And it just slots into the body. It's a shame the bonnet's going to be closed and you're not going to see it, but there we go. Goes in really nicely, fits really well, and the bonnets you can use them open if you do want to. Right onto the interior now, so that's the dashboard going in for the driver. Again, the way it all fits together is brilliant. There's loads of positive holes for you to put pins in, and it all just works. I've said before, I really do like ICM kits. They do make it quite easy to build a model. So that's the front bulkhead going in, which got the dashboard moulded into it, and then that'll be followed by the seats. So the driver area is pretty much done there. The seat, the funny angled steering wheel that the Halftracks had, it must be really hard to steer with it angled like that. This is just like a cross member going in, just to hold the front of the roof up, I guess, just as part of the superstructure. Okay, now we turn our attention to the outside of the body of the Halftrack, and concentrate on the windows, I guess. They will have these covers on the outside just to give them more protection, and there's 3 on each side, 2 at the front, and again they just fall into place really easily. Just a bit of Tamiya extra thin, just dotted in the corners, and then runs around by capillary action and sticks them firmly in place. Now the insides are slightly more complicated. There are 3 pieces that go in on the inside of the windows, I guess. So the various brackets and like a protective screen that goes in. But again, there's positive fits for the parts, and they just sort of drop in. And here's the same process on the other side from above, so you can see it a bit clearer. I couldn't tell you what the parts are, but there's that looks like it's got some sort of hinge on it, which goes at the top of the window. And then there's a screen, and then at the bottom there's a handle or locking mechanism. Now we move on to the outside of the hull of the vehicle. and the arms for the wheels go on. Again, it's a square peg into a square hole, so you can't go wrong, and they will all definitely be lined up. So it's again another signal that this is really nicely engineered as a kit. It's just me using glue that's letting it down at the moment. But yeah, all slots in, and you know that it's going to be straight and level, which is really nice. And that's just about it, really. I've raced through it a bit because I always find that build videos can be quite boring, because you know it does take a while, and you don't really want to see me just sticking bits of plastic to myself and repositioning stuff because I've got it wrong all the time. So I've skipped through it, and I hope that's okay with you. If you like seeing a longer build video, then please do let me know in the comments. These are just the last bits going on, so tools and that sort of thing on the outside of the vehicle. Normally I would leave them off, but I've decided this time I'll put them all on and paint as much as I can on the body itself, and then pick out the details later. So there you go, that's the build complete, really. There's the lower hull and the interior. I don't know how long those marker posts are going to remain on there. I normally end up knocking stuff off. That's the top of the body, which come out really nicely. And then there's a pot of wheels and a pot of all the accessories that go inside. So there you go. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel if you do that. Leave me a comment as well. Just let me know how you think I'm getting on, and join me next time as we paint the interior. See you soon. Bye.